Hi friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams and welcome to another weekend reading vlog. It is Friday morning at 10:40. I feel like it's much earlier because I didn't take a shower today again. I didn't take one yesterday either because I had straightened my hair and I ended up waking up late yesterday and it worked out well. And today I didn't want to take a shower because I'm going to get my hair done. So this is your before shot. See all the gray coming in. It blends in pretty well, but it's going to get covered. I'm not doing anything different. I love the color. We're just going to cover up these. And I don't have time to get it cut because right afterwards I have a facial. I thought it was going to be my last credit at the massage place, but I didn't do the paperwork to finish canceling my account. So I need to do that while I'm there. Hopefully they'll let me do it while I'm there. I spent the morning today packaging up some giveaways. They're in that bag right there. I have a giveaway from my channel and then 4 giveaways, I think, from Patreon, our end of the year party. So I'm sending all of those things out. Very excited to get those in the mail today and have a few books to take back to the library. So this is my go out, get stuff done. I also laid in bed a little extra this morning listening to Exiles from Jane Harper. This will be my first finish of the year. I have maybe 30 minutes left on the audiobook, so I'll finish that while I'm driving up to my hair appointment, and I'm really loving it. I was not expecting whodunit, and so that was kind of fun. I didn't figure it out. And I really like Jane Harper's writing, so I'm really enjoying that one. I like the character of Aaron Falk and how he approaches the mystery and how he really listens to himself. And I liked the relationship aspect of this one, the good friendship that's kind of like a found family, and they've included him as part of their family. I really enjoyed that as well. So really, really good. Gonna finish that up. And then I have Happily Never After on my Kindle. That's my nighttime read, but I'm kind of getting into it. So I might read that a little bit on my Kindle while I'm getting my hair done. And then I'll pick another book when I get home later. So I might pick an audiobook while I'm out and about. If I do, I'll let you know. But I gotta get going because I'm headed to my appointment. Yay, let's go get the hair done. All right, so I'm done with the errands. Oh, I forgot to go to the post office. I totally forgot to go to the post office. I still need to do that. But I'm done with getting my hair done, but it looks flat now because I also had a facial and they put this stuff on. So all of that got flattened out, but the color is all fresh. No more grays popping out. And then I just stopped in this consignment store. I don't know what's going on with it now. I stopped in this consignment store where I sometimes drop stuff off and I have a credit in there and I forget to shop there. So I just went and looked around. All their Christmas stuff was 50% off. So I got 2 things. I'm really excited about this, Wise Men Still Seek Him, but it looks like a stack of books. So I feel like other times of the year, I can flip it around this way and either just leave it like that on my shelves or put a ribbon around it to match the holiday. Easy little decor for the rest of the year. And then at Christmas time, it can be this one, Wise Men Still Seek Him. I love it. And they took the price tag off, but basically it was free because I had store credit. And then this one they wrapped up, but I'm going to unwrap it and show you because I love it. It's a Rae Dunn hanger. I don't know what I will do with it. It says joy, which is my word for 2025. And it has this little ribbon that you can hang it on the wall. Maybe put some greenery in there or something popping out of it. I'm not really sure what I'll do with it. It's flat on the back, so it can hang on the wall, but it's just really cute. A little stocking. So cute. And so yeah, both of those were free for me. So that got me in the mood to come over to this antique store. It's one of those vendor antique shops. So there's all kinds of different vendors in there, little booths. and I haven't been in here in ages either. So I don't know if all their Christmas stuff is going to be on sale. I'm just going to take a little gander, but I need to make sure to give myself time to go to the post office, and I'm going to set a reminder on my phone before I go in there. Right now, I'm going to set a reminder to go to the post office in an hour. Hopefully I won't be in there for a full hour, but we'll see. I might find good stuff. I don't know. Hello. It is now 6:30 in the evening, and I have just sat here in the chair doing nothing for a little while, watching some booktube, scrolling. I did post on Patreon, so not nothing, but I did post on Patreon our book club book for January because I forgot to do that, and a new version of a check-in that I'm going to be using this year. Kind of a throwback for me, which is kind of fun. So posted those two things, and now I'm going to go make dinner, which is going to be chili. I think I'm going to have chili and chips and salsa because that's what sounds good to me. And I'm going to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's a show on Amazon Prime Video that I've been watching. I am on season 1, episode whatever. It's like a YA teenage drama based on a book series by Jenny Han that I never read, and I don't really have any intention of reading. I just wanted something light and fun and kind of a series, and I don't have Netflix right now. And I don't have anything else except Amazon Prime Video. So watching that. But later tonight, I do want to read a little bit of my Kindle book. And I would like to take the red off of my Christmas tree and like tidy up in my living room a little bit. So that's the last like to do for the evening. Oh, and I would like to work on my spreadsheet, my year-end spreadsheet. I'm in March. I have all the book titles listed, but I didn't do any of the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to work on that a little bit today. But I finished Exiles earlier. I don't know if I said that. I really enjoyed it. Very much enjoyed the ending of that. I'm reading on my Kindle Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. It's a rom-com about this woman who had somebody kind of come to her wedding and object. You know, when they say, if there's anyone here who sees reason for these two not to be married, speak now or forever hold your peace type of a thing. This guy has done it for multiple people. He stood up and has been an objector to help them get out of a wedding that they don't really want to be in anymore. I don't know. I can't explain it very well, but it's cute. It's a lot of fun so far. I don't love the language. There's a little bit more cursing than I would prefer in a rom-com. I just don't think it's necessary, but I understand that this is how the majority of the world speaks. Not the majority of the world, maybe the majority of Americans speak, but I don't love it. So I'm not thrilled with the language, but so far I'm enjoying the story. So I will read that a little bit more and then pick up something else in print and or start another audiobook. I'm thinking about the blue one, The Last Love Note. I might start that on audio because it's like opposite of this Kindle book, which is rom-com and silly and kind of fun. The Last Love Note is going to deal with grief and be a little bit heavier romance still, but also with a little bit more depth to it. But first, dinner and a show. And then cleaning up in the other room. So I do have a few things I would still like to get done tonight. It's 6:30. It's a Friday night, hopefully. Is it First Friday? I think Becca might have sprints tonight. Becca Books and Bujo. She usually does First Friday sprints. I don't know if she's carrying that on into the new year. I guess we will wait and see. All right. I'll check in later and let you know what I got done. All right. Here's the Christmassy Christmas tree. We're going to de-red the tree and also take off the pillows and deal with this pile. That is the goal. I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes and I'm watching Maddie from the Bookish Cottage, her birthday reading sprints while I do it. So let's go, 15 minutes. All right, my tree has been de-redded. There's a little bit of red in there still because there's some candy canes hanging that I put in my hot cocoa, but it's really pretty actually. And I've put away the Christmas pillows and also took care of that pile. I need to get some winter pillow covers. I'm gonna go shopping. But yay. All right, now time to sit and read and work on my spreadsheet. Well, I did 0 of the things that I wanted to do tonight. I didn't read it all, but I'm gonna go to bed now and read a little bit before falling asleep. And I did not work on my spreadsheet. And I did not finish answering comments, like any of the things that I wanted to sit down here and do. I just watched Maddie's birthday sprints. It wasn't actually any sprints. It was just chatting. But I found some more people to follow. And we were talking about all kinds of different things. And it just felt like chilling, like sitting with friends and hanging out. And so I really enjoyed that. And I guess that's what I needed tonight. So no worries. But one of my goals for this new year is to turn off screens 30 minutes before bed. I'm not counting my Kindle because this is my bedtime reading too, and I usually only read a page or two. I've slipped into this bad habit of scrolling a ton at night and in the morning, and it's just such a time waste, and I end up staying up way too late, and I realize like an hour later I've done nothing but sit here and scroll, and I came in here to go to bed. So I'm not even bringing my phone into my bedroom with me at all. It stays in this room. It's charging in here and I don't need it in my room at all. So I have closed my computer. I'm about to get off the phone and I'm going to go do some dishes and clean up in my room a little bit, read in my Bible. That's my sort of evening routine right now. I need to work on getting more of a skincare routine in there, but I figured since I had a facial today, I did not come home and put makeup on, so I'm just gonna like wipe my face off and then go to bed. But it's only Friday. It felt like a Saturday today, but I got things done that I wanted to get done, and I also had a little treat yourself day. So that's gonna be it for me today. I will check in the morning and let you know what I have planned for Saturday. Actually, I don't think I have anything planned, which is kind of nice. We'll see what I get up to. Okay. Good night. Well, hello. It is Saturday afternoon at 3:30, and I have done a whole lot of nothing today, except I finished watching season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty. I really have sat in this chair and just watched TV all day. It's been a long time since I've had a day to just sit and do nothing. Well, that's not true. I did that all the time when I was home at my mom's. I was just enjoying the day for what it was. Turns out that show is not as light and fluffy as it started out being. I cried a lot today. It was very cathartic. I don't think it's a spoiler, but one of the characters dies. I won't say who, just in case you're planning on reading it, but one of the characters dies that's there in the first season. And so in the second season, all of them are processing it. And so there was a lot of tears. There was also a lot of teenage drama. There's a love triangle between the two brothers and the girl. And I don't love the love triangle, but I definitely am team someone. I'll just say I'm definitely team Conrad, not Jeremiah. So if any of you have watched it or read the books, let me know whose team you're on. He's a tortured soul for sure. Definitely needs therapy. But I was just sitting out in the other room working on creating a list on Goodreads of all the books that are going to be going onto my cart, which I'm going to work on today. Very excited because I finished making the spreadsheet for my new recommendations cart for 2025. And while I was sitting out in the other room, I heard the Amazon guy drop off a box. And I had already gotten notification that my order on Amazon is delayed, which is kind of annoying because I got myself a couple supplies for my diamond painting that I was hoping to set up this weekend. Maybe it'll come tomorrow, but I don't think it'll be here until later. But anyways, I got a box. Let's see what it is. I mean, it sounds like a book. I know that it's a book. What is the book is the question. Oh, this is not a gift. So I bought myself this. I don't know why I put it as a gift. It's not a gift. I mean, it is a gift because I used credits from you guys using the links. In my videos, I put links to almost all the books that I talk about. And occasionally I get a little gift card from Amazon because you guys click on those links and use them not necessarily to buy the books that are linked there, but if you click on that link and go buy anything, I get a little tiny commission off of that. And when it builds up enough, I get a gift card. And so I bought myself The Plan by Kendra Adachi. Manage Your Time Like a Lazy Genius. I'm very excited. This is my third Kendra Adachi book. And I started reading it when I was at my friend Joy's house over Christmas, and really enjoy Kendra's style of writing. It's very approachable, very friendly. Like, I feel like I'm sitting down with a friend talking, but also super, super, super practical. And it's a printed hardcover, which makes me so happy. No dust jacket. Yay. So I'm going to start reading this, not right this second, because I'm really excited to build my cart. And because I need to move around a little, because I've been sitting a lot today and crying a lot today. And it was just a cathartic morning, and I guess I needed that. So now I'm going to build my cart, move my body, and work on my spreadsheet for all the books that I read in the past year. I'm up to April now. I'm up to April. Happy Saturday. Here we go. Hello, friends. I made progress. My cart is there. And I also kind of reorganized and cleaned up my shelves a bit, which is really nice. I decided to put all my books that are in series that are going to be on the cart here. All of my Christian fiction that's on the cart is going to be in its own section on my Christian shelf. My Book of the Month books are going to be on my Book of the Month shelf, but like separated, so that I had room to fit everything on the cart, because there was 131 separate books that were recommended to add to the cart. And usually a good chunk of those are middle grade. And so I just put the middle grade on my middle grade shelf, but this year I didn't include middle grade. So I had to mix it up a little bit in order to make room for everything on the cart. And I love it. I love how it fits. There were a few that I couldn't find, so I need to go through now and see if maybe I unhauled them and just need to take them off my list, or if they were somewhere else. I just have to find a couple of them. Oh yeah, and my Christmas books, Christmas Book Exchange books, are also going to stay on my Christmas Book Exchange cart. So they'll just be on double lists, because all of those other things have their own list. Actually, my Christian fiction doesn't yet have a spreadsheet. Do I need to make a spreadsheet for my Christian fiction? I might just do that. But first I need to work on my spreadsheet for my 2024 reading. So I'm going to do that now. I just made myself a cup of tea in my Christmas mug that I haven't put away yet. I still have all my Christmas mugs out. Perfection. So yeah, I did do a lot of moving around. It's so much fun to play with my shelves and reorganize and make everything fit. Down on this shelf where I now have some series, recommended cart series, I had a whole bunch of books that were on my NetGalley as well. I just put them back in. So it's alphabetized by author. Let's see. You can see it really well. It looks good. It looks good. I'm so happy. That needs to go to the sink. Still have some like winter decorations, some snowmen over here. Most of my, oh yeah, and this like peace, love, joy thing, but it's more wintry than Christmassy, so I'm keeping it out. But I was supposed to film today. Guys, I don't feel like filming. After all that crying this morning, I just don't feel like getting ready to film. And I didn't really do my hair today. I just kind of threw it up, and this is normally what I do when I watch the baby, because I get it out of my face, but it's not like super cute or anything. I mean, it's fine, but I just don't feel like getting film ready. And yet here I am talking to you. But I feel like vlogs are different. I don't feel like I need to get as put together. And I know you guys don't care, most of you. Every once in a while, somebody cares. I should say once. I got one negative comment, like, you don't know how to wear makeup. I'm like, yeah, you're right, I don't. Do you feel better about yourself for letting me know that? That's what I want to know. Okay. All that to say, no actual filming today, just this vlog. But I'm going to go ahead now and work on my 2024 spreadsheet for a little bit and watch some BookTube, because I can do those two things at the same time. And then I will finish. I didn't separate out the Book of the Month or the Christian fiction yet, or Christmas ones. I'm going to put all the ones that are Christmas and recommendations kind of together, so I know they're double duty. It'll be great to read those ones. A little bit more finagling to do, but thankfully I'm not working at church tomorrow. I'm not serving anywhere, so church starts at 11. I have plenty of time to get up and get ready for church / filming in the morning. So today I will get everything ready. I'm going to look at my favorites as I'm going through my spreadsheet. That will be a good time to take a look at what I think is my favorites of the year. And also need to do a December wrap up. I haven't done that yet. Lots of things, but I'll let you know what I get up to as the day goes on. It's 4:55. I had a late-ish lunch as I was watching the show for ages and ages and ages. So I'm not feeling very hungry right now. I'm just going to drink my tea and work on my spreadsheet. I'll talk to you in a while, or like a second. Well, today I didn't get very much done, and that's okay. I have to remember that it's all about balance. I did get a few things done. I did build my recommendations cart, reorganized my shelves, and I finished my spreadsheet. Yay. So I do have to finish pulling the Christian fiction and organizing a few more things on the rec cart. Tomorrow I want to do some filming, some cleaning up. I'm going to go do the dishes now because my 30 minutes screen free before bedtime is going to start now. It's a little later than I wanted, but I was reading Happily Never After from Lynn Painter, I think is the author. I decided to DNF. I am 60% through, and I had just skimmed a bunch of pages. It got pretty it got real steamy, and I should have known because the language was bad. I already wasn't liking that, and it was very much headed in that direction. So I probably could have DNF'd earlier, but it's only January 4th. Today, 3rd, 4th, something like that. I didn't want to DNF a book already this year, but I just wasn't feeling it anymore. And there wasn't very much of a plot to it. So they connected on this whole idea of being an objector at other people's weddings, but like helping people, which was kind of fine, but like, I don't know, it just was weird and not very interesting. Honestly, I just wasn't very interested. The whole thing was about how they thought each other was hot and they both don't believe in love and they're just gonna like kiss as if they were kissing themselves, like just for their own pleasure. But then they were both getting pleasure out of it because they were both good kissers. But it was very descriptive and very steamy, and I had had enough. So, DNFing. So I need to pick a new Kindle book for before bed. I'll let you know tomorrow what I pick. I might go pick an audiobook, actually, while I do the dishes and my last little straighten up around the house before I sit down and read my Bible for a little bit, which is, I feel like, much needed after some of the scenes I kind of skimmed through. I'm like, woo, okay. Time to go. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not my personal choice. It's totally fine. Read what you want. But yeah. Okay. I need to get ready for bed. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Sorry today wasn't very exciting. I literally barely moved out of this chair today. But I got a few things done. Like I said, it's all about balance. It's all good. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hello. It is Sunday morning. Nope. Sunday afternoon. And I ended up not going to church today. I watched my church service online because I had some massive allergy situations. You can probably see my eye is still like puffy and swollen, and just now have started to feel like a real human being. I feel like I've been sneezy, watery eyes all morning long, and it has not been fun, honestly. I got up and got ready, did my hair and everything, but I can't film when I'm like that, and I can't read in print. I did work on a puzzle, and I listened to a whole book between last night and today. I listened to the whole thing of The Sugar Queen, which was on my TBR. This is a wintry setting. This is for my Paws and Bookshelves TBR-a-thon game board. This is by Sarah Addison Allen, who I adore. I love her books. I love her writing. I love her cozy, charming style of magical realism. This one follows a young woman named Josie, who's 27, but really has been pretty sheltered and is pretty naive in some ways. When she was a child, she was kind of awful to everyone and her just gave everybody such a hard time. But her mom never really let her forget that, and neither did anyone else in the town. It's kind of weird the way that she was treated and seen by so many people, even though so many years had passed. Like, a lot of kids are awful and then grow up to be wonderful human beings. So I don't understand why the town treated her the way that they did, but she wakes up one day or comes back into her room one day, and there is this other lady in her closet, Della Lee, a local waitress who kind of challenges Josie and pushes her out of her comfort zone. And it's just kind of Josie learning to understand her mother, her family a little bit more, the way that she is viewed a little bit more. She has a crush on the mailman, which is super cute. And Della starts sending her out of the house on her own a little more instead of just driving her mom around. So she sends her to this sandwich shop where she meets another young woman, Chloe, and they become friends. And yeah, it's just about Josie kind of coming into her own. It's almost a coming of age story, even though she's 27. Like, coming of age is usually teenage, young 20s, but it's really a coming of age story of Josie embracing life in a different way than she has in the past, mixed in with all of this magical realism. So one character has books that just kind of show up on the counter, on the floor next to her, under a tire of her car to keep her from going somewhere. But like, these books just show up in her life and they represent what she's going through or what she needs at that moment in time. Another character smells like Christmas all the time. Another character, her emotions are expressed physically around her. So when she's feeling like lovey-dovey and passionate, like water will start boiling near her. And I don't know, just different things start to happen. But I was realizing as I was looking for an audiobook last night that a lot of the books on my stack are a little heavy and sad. So I didn't want to start one of those last night after having spent the morning crying watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. So this one was definitely not heavy and sad. It did have some deeper emotional issues that were dealt with for sure, but all very lighthearted. It wasn't funny. It's not a funny book. I wasn't laughing out loud at all, but it was definitely a lighter hand and charming and delightful. I really enjoy Sarah Addison Allen. I'm curious. It's been so long since I've read her, and I know Garden Spells is the first in a companion series, but I'm wondering if some of the characters in here are also in that series, but like a prequel, like this would have happened way before the events of that one. But it's been so long that I don't remember character names, so I don't know. But I'm one book closer to reading Sarah Addison Allen to zero. I would love to do that this year. I know Lost Lake is another one of hers that I need to read. Maybe the last one I need to read. And that's on my recommendations card. So hopefully I will get to that this year and read her to zero. That would be amazing. I think I started to clear up when I just got up and moved around, because I sat down to watch church around 10. Like, I got up and got ready around 8 and then listened to the Sugar Queen while working on a puzzle in the kitchen for a long time. But the whole time I just was sneezing and like wiping my eyes. So I'm like, I made the decision not to go to church, but to watch it online. So I came in here and did that, and then just did Happy Color and watched BookTube videos for the next hour and a half or so. And now I just got up and had lunch, and I think it started to clear up once I got up and moved around. I am out of my daily allergy med, and I took Benadryl, and I feel like it's just now kicking in now that I've had food. But I took it like hours ago. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like the Benadryl hasn't really kicked in fully, or hasn't really helped, I should say. I have new allergy meds, like just a daily allergy med coming in my Amazon order, but that got delayed, so we'll see when that comes. But I am going to get up now and pull out all of the Christian fiction that is going on my cart, because I would like to still film that today. I'm hoping once I move around a little more, this will continue to clear up, and then I can put some makeup on and make myself presentable to film still today, because today is my day to film. So I'm hoping that it will continue to clear up as I move around. So I'm going to pull some Christian fiction that was on my recommendations card. I'm going to pull the book of the month so I can at least show them and then put them back in their own spot and get those two things ready to go. Get ready to film later, hopefully. So I'm probably not going to start another audiobook right now. We'll see. I might later, but it's Sunday. Here we go. Church is good. We're starting a new series on the life of Peter, one of Jesus's disciples. And I love Peter because he's such a hothead and he's so impulsive and he feels so relatable because a couple times in the Bible, he does some stuff that it just makes it feel relatable. And yet Jesus kept using him. He's one of it's the start of the church, right? He started the Christian church. So it's pretty cool that God used somebody who was kind of a mess at times. But okay, that was church. And now I need to move some more. I'll talk to you later. Guys, I just talked for so long. Oh, I hate doing wrap-ups. I had like 15 books to talk about in my December wrap-up, and it took me 45 minutes. That's way too long. I mean, it's 3 minutes a book. It's not really that long, but I need to cut that sucker down. It was 45 minutes of raw footage. Blah. And I just talked the whole time. Thankfully, I feel like my eyes cleared up and I can breathe. Thankfully, I feel okay. I'm a little bit sniffly still and a little bit puffy still, but not quite as bad as it was earlier. Oh my word. Is it snowing yet? We're supposed to get snow tonight, but I don't think it's supposed to start until late. I need to double check with my people because we're supposed to have horrible weather tomorrow. I had to check with work, but I filmed my December wrap up and I filmed what's on my cart, my recommendations cart, because I wanted to get all of those books kind of put away and in their spots. So that's done. Now I have to figure out other end of the year, like I still need to do like goals wrap up and goals for the new year and favorites of the year and like reading wrap up, end of the year wrap up stuff. So I still have 4 more videos. Am I going to film them all today? That's a big fat no, because I already did 2. So those could be my videos for this week. I don't know. I might get prepared for them and then we'll see. But I don't feel like changing my shirt and I just talked for a long time. So I'm kind of done. I kind of want to sit and read a little bit. I need to put away all of these books now that from my December wrap up. I need to put all those away and take care of them. I think I might post some things on Pango and open up my Pango shop again today because it's been closed since Christmas. And I need to figure out dinner at some point. Alexa, what time is it?
Good afternoon, Krista. It's 3:54 p.m.
Oh, it's only 3:54. It's not dinner time. Good. I'm going to sit and read. And you know what I'm going to read? The Appeal. I pulled it out. I'm going to sit and read in print for a little while. Yeah, I want to get started with this one. Because I'm not ready to jump into those sad ones yet. Like The Last Love Note's going to be sad. Many Daughters of Ah Feng Moi is going to be sad. What else did I say was going to be sad? Oh, The Words We Lost, the Christian fiction one, The Words We Lost, that's going to be sad. I don't know about Light Pirate. That might not be sad, but I just want to start The Appeal because this is definitely one that I want to get to this year. So I'm going to take a break from talking for a little while. I'll come back later and show you the puzzle because I'll probably get in there and work on that a little bit later too. It's only 3:50. Why did I feel like it was so later? Because I just been talking for ages. Oh my word. Yes, I'm still sitting in my chair. I did read the first, I need to get an actual bookmark, 36 pages of The Appeal. I'm really liking it so far. I like the format of the emails back and forth. We've kind of been introduced to all of the different, hopefully all the different people that are in the play. And there was a very helpful setup of the Fairway players, and it tells like who each of the people are. And we've also been introduced to the 2 young lawyers who are looking through all of this documentation. We don't know what actually happens yet, except for back cover copy says that somebody's going to die eventually. And so the 2 lawyers are working on the case. So there are a lot of people, but I feel like I have everybody pretty set in my mind. I think reading it in print as a way to start helps. I didn't have the audio right now. I have to look and see if I can get it, but as of right now, I'm really enjoying it. And there are a couple real characters in there, so that'll be fun. But before I go make dinner, it's like 7 o'clock now. I'm gonna go into the kitchen, make dinner, and work on my puzzle for a little bit, probably listen to an audio, so I need to pick another audiobook. But before I do that, one of the things on my January TBR flip and roll was recommendations cart and spinner wheel. So I now have my recommendations card. I filmed it today. Everything is all set. And I did make a spinner wheel for it. So I don't have to use a random number generator. I can just spin the wheel. So we're going to go ahead and record my screen here. And I'm going to spin the wheel to see what book I'm going to add to my January TBR. That's already really full. That's all those books right there. But I'm making good progress. It's only the 5th so far. I feel like I can add one more, and I have to. So we're going to spin the wheel and see what we get. What's it going to be? Oh my gosh. Okay, A Mother's Promise. So A Mother's Promise is one of my Christmas book exchange books by Katie Eldon. This is set in Virginia, 1927. So it is a historical fiction. Mother and a daughter. All Ruth Ann Riley wants is a chance to have a family, but because she was poor and unwed when she became pregnant, she was sent to an institution and her child was given to another woman. What? Ruth Ann can't stand the thought of never seeing little Annabelle's face again, never snuggling up to her warmth or watching her blue eyes crinkle with laughter. And now they want to take away her right to have any other babies. She is not going to let that happen. All the rich and fancy folks may call her feeble-minded, but Ruth Ann is smarter than any of them have bargained for, because no matter how high the odds are stacked against her, she is going to overcome the scandals in her past and get her child back. She just never expects her battle will go to the U.S. Supreme Court, or that she'd find unexpected friendships and even the possibility of love along the way. Wow, this is based on a true story behind a landmark court case. Very cool. I just didn't realize that that's what it was about. I did see the person who put this on the recommendations cart said that it reminded them of Necessary Lies by Diane Chamberlain, which I really liked. So hopefully I can find the audio for this, because I feel like this will be a really good audiobook. I'm going to add it to the stack and see if I can get to this in January. So that's fun. So besides reading a little bit just now, I finished putting all my books away that were out around on the floor. I got my email down from 90 something down to 20-ish and answered all the comments I currently have. I uploaded videos to my phone, the 2 that I filmed today, plus all the clips from this weekend, uploaded that to my computer so I can start editing those. And I had to delete, I had to delete a ton of stuff off of my computer because my storage was getting pretty full. So I went into my downloads folder and just delete, got rid of a lot of stuff to make some room. And yeah, so I just sat in this chair, but I got a lot of little things done. Also chatted with my family for tomorrow because we're supposed to be getting a storm tonight. And we don't get a lot of snow here. We had 1 snowfall last year and 1 snowfall the year before that. So kind of hopeful we get a little bit more this year, but it could be bad weather in the morning. So she said we're going to kind of play it by ear as far as me going into work tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm used to driving in snow, but that's with lots of plows and salt trucks in the north. Down here, they don't have a lot of plows and salt trucks, but it is the first snowfall icy situation of the year, so it should be okay. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go make dinner, watch some more BookTube. I'm in a BookTube watching zone right now, so I'm going to watch some BookTube and make dinner and work on my puzzle a little bit. So I'll show you that in a little bit. And then hopefully come back in later and read some more of The Appeal because I'm getting into it. And if I start an audiobook, I'll let you know. It is very cold out here, but I just wanted to show you that, look, it is snowing. My car is already covered. It's kind of pretty. Oh, it's cold out. But look at that. Snow is on the ground. Last year, it's already more than I've gotten in the last 2 years here in Virginia. It's already more. And it's supposed to keep snowing all night long. Yikes. Very pretty. So this is the puzzle I started. It's the one Lindsay got me for our Christmas book exchange. Mostly wintry, a little bit of a Christmas tree there. And this is how far I got done so far. Doing pretty good, pretty good. So it is 9:50 on Sunday night and I'm about ready to like go screen free for my last half hour. I would like to go to bed a little early. I'm going to start waking up 15 minutes earlier during the week so that I can have a little bit more time to get a workout in before I go to work. This is going to be the plan. We'll see how it goes. As long as I go to bed earlier, I should be okay. But I tonight didn't read any more of The Appeal. I may read a little bit more before bed, but I got about 36 pages into this one. Really enjoying it so far. I completely finished The Sugar Queen this weekend. Started it Saturday night, finished it today while my eyes were all puffy and gross this morning and sneezy and all that jazz. Really enjoyed this magical realism. Thought it was lovely. Coming of age story of a 27-year-old, but it was just really nice. And then while I was working on that puzzle that I just showed you, I read about half of The Last Love Note, have already cried. It's just really sad. I'm at page 162 in this one, so I got quite a bit listened to of this one. We're just following Kate, who's headed to a business trip with her boss, but most of the story so far has been kind of flashbacks to all that happened with her husband 2 years before. He was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's, and they had just had a little boy who's only like a year and a half old, 2 years old, and they just had a beautiful love story. And now she is starting to kind of potentially notice other men. Like she starts to see her boss, who's been there for her through all of this. She starts to see him in a little bit different eyes. And then a new neighbor moves in across the street who's a hunka who's a very hunky fella. And so she kind of notices him, and he like sparks a little bit of feeling in her as well from the few interactions that they've had. So I don't know if it's going to turn into a love triangle with those two, but most of the story in this first half has been flashbacks. Yeah, it already got me crying, and I really am enjoying it. Is it giving me 5-star vibes? Not exactly. This is one of my 5-star predictions, so I'm hopeful that in the back half that it continues to just be really good and pull on my emotions. I love that. I don't know if it will be a 5-star, but I am definitely really enjoying it. So those are the 3 that I read from this weekend. Oh, you know what? Did I finish Exiles on Friday? I might have finished this one on Friday. I can't remember when I finished it now, but I might have finished this one too this weekend. Love that for me. It was definitely a very chill, not very exciting weekend. Didn't really go and do stuff except on Friday. I did a lot on Friday, but yesterday and today I just stayed home, and that's okay. It is what it is. That's the kind of weekend I had. So I need to record those every once in a while too. Not all of my weekends are out and about doing all kinds of stuff. So yeah, this was a more chill one. So I am going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for watching. Let's chat down in the comments below about anything you saw in this video or anything you want to talk about. I always love talking with you down there. For the cover of this one, we've got an airplane or the beach. So you can leave me a beachy emoji or an airplane emoji or heart because it's a love story, or envelope because it's talking about a love note. Leave me an emoji if you have made it this far, but you don't have anything to really add to the comments. That's totally fine. I just love knowing that you're here. Thank you so much for being a part of my little bookish corner of the internet. I really appreciate you being here, and I look forward to talking with you in another video very soon. Bye.